So I'm here in Casa Verrone. We're in the middle of the Brazilian winter, and it's beautifully sunny and dry. But the first wine that we're going to try, and the reason I mention winter is because these two are harvested at the moment in winter, but this first one here, your sparkling wine, is harvested in the summer. Why is it that you can harvest in the summer for sparkling wine?
This wine is produced in one vineyard near of here, 1,300 meters of altitude. Then we decide to produce this in the summer because the fresh is very intensive. Have 75% of the Chardonnay and 25% of the Pinot Noir.
Excellent. And what really gives this wine a lot of character is the 5 years on the lees.
Yes.
So traditional method, the same way that you'd make champagne, all fermented in the bottle, and 5 years on lees, which gives us this incredible complexity, yeasty brioche notes, but then also this great kind of minerality of the Chardonnay. And what I love about this is that you're harvesting in December. So it's actually
December.
the harvest before we would think it's the harvest.
Because in January start the rain, then it's impossible to produce a nice wine. Then this wine is continue be in a lot of quantity of water in rain. Then we can produce a quality with this as intention.
Excellent, and it is quality. I think this is fantastic value for money. It's just 65 real here in Brazil, which is incredible for a bottle that's 5 years.
Thank you so very much.
5 years on the lees. And then these other two, so this is perhaps what you're best known for at Casa Verrone, is this winter harvest. And the reason you do this is because you've got the rainier summers. So tell us about the winter, June, July. What is the weather like outside? Tell us about the climate during June, July.
The idea is to take very dry, because the winter is dry, and a lot of sun. Then you have the difference between the temperature in the night, which produce in the day, which produce aromas, and the day with the sun very hot, produce sugar. Then I can get, and no disease, because don't have water, don't have nothing, it's very pure. Then this I can produce a good quality of wine and concentrated with all the plant can get.
Excellent. And the first one we're tasting is your Serra. And one of the things that's really interesting here is this kind of terra rosa red soil that you have with granite, which is excellent for Serra.
Yes.
You know, some very famous regions around the world, Australia in particular, love this kind of terra rosa soils for Serra. What is it that you like about this kind of style of fresher Syrah? So this is one that's just had 3 months in oak. What is it? How would you describe this wine?
We would like to produce a red wine to day by day. This wine. We
like
get
a lunchtime,
lunchtime,
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Sunday, all day by day, because it's not so cheaper. It's cheaper this wine, no expensive. Then you can drink this by day and put many people inside of the world of the wine. This is the idea, and Brazilian wine. Okay,
brings you in, allures you in. I think
Yes.
that's great. And then this one is for the wine lover. This is a much more serious wine, a much more structured wine.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc?
Cabernet Franc is 50-50%. This was the beginning. I thought this will be the better wine we do have, and this about more than 2 years up here is 1 year in only new oak, okay, and we put the 50% of the Cabernet Sauvignon, 50% of the Cabernet Franc. Then this match a lot in the quality of this condition of a soil and the weather in this moment can be excellent wine. You are tasting.
I am tasting it and I'm really enjoying it. And what I like about this wine is that you think it feels like a very cool climate wine. You know, it's got nice acidity, it's got lovely dark peppery notes, dark, fresher fruit as well. And it really does show that thermal amplitude that you're talking about at the sunny, dry days and
Yes.
the cooler nights,
Yes.
and all this great breeze that you get here in the vineyard.
This is to food too.
Absolutely.
You can eat this with wild animal,
Uh-huh.
for example, because it have the aroma of eucalyptus.
Yeah, it'd be nice with some game. What is your favourite kind of Brazilian dish for this?
Oh.
What's your pairing?
I prefer one.
Uh-huh.
You like?
On?
Carneiro,
Lamb.
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 Oh, roasted lamb.
Yeah,
I'd
yes.
like that. That's
Sorry,
a good
I
pairing.
forgot the word. But lamb is very nice to eat this.
Perfect. Well, saúde.
Saúde!
Obrigada.
Cheers!
Thank you.